All right, and we live. What's up, Rolling Out family? Today we are here with Qiana Allen, and she is a Chicago-based entrepreneur whose plus-size clothing boutique, Coach's Closet, was hit hard during the George Floyd protest in the summer of 2020. She didn't give up. She pivoted and opened a novelty candy store with her sons, Keenan and Cameron, a novelty candy store and a cereal bar called Munchiez. Allen is an example of resilience in action. Today we find out where all of this comes from. Rolling Out family, welcome Qiana Allen and her sons, Keenan and Cameron. How y'all doing?
Good. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate it. I know you're running a business, so I'm just going to jump right into this. Now, Qiana, can you take a moment and talk about Coach's Closet and what inspired it, and what were your feelings after the riots? And what happened to it?
Yes. Culture's Closet is a plus size women's boutique, and it has been in existence since 2010. We're going on our 11th year. Had a brick and mortar space since 2014. I've done a lot with that business. It's been very successful in it. Experiences some losses as well, which comes with entrepreneurship. But when the George Floyd thing came up, I didn't expect us to be vandalized, period, because it's a plus size women's boutique. Mostly the looters were hitting big box brands. But when I saw them on the camera breaking in, it was very, very disheartening because it was people of color who were doing it, and actually people who looked like my sons. Coach's Closet was inspired because I've always been a plus size girl. I've always liked to look cute. And people would always want me to help them style them and things like that. So I found my purpose in Coach's Closet. But I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted my children to experience entrepreneurship, which is why my boyfriend and I and them together decided to go into business together and open up Munchiez.
Okay. Well, you talk about that time during the summer of 2020, and that was really a tumultuous time. What kept you so focused and determined to rebuild, and on top of that, start a new business?
As I said before, with entrepreneurship, you're going to run into ups and downs. It just comes with the game. It's not for the weak of heart. And what keeps me going most is my children. Both of my parents are deceased, and I want my children to be able to have something when I pass on. I want to leave them a legacy. I want to show them that you can work hard and have things that are your own. You don't have to work for somebody else if you decide not to. The world is yours, and you can reach for the stars and live your dreams and do it and make money doing it.
There it is. So clearly you're an entrepreneur and you're driven by that spirit of building and starting your business. But what inspired Munchiez? Like, what started that?
So Munchiez came about when I was 12 years old. I had my first experience with entrepreneurship. I opened up a candy store one summer in front of my house. I made a little money doing it, and my kids love cereal. They eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if they could. So my boyfriend and I, we saw cereal bars in different places, and I'm like, wow, maybe we can, have a business serving cereal. So we talked it over with my kids, and I asked them if they think it was a great idea, and they were game for it as soon as we were talking about it. And I kind of wanted to incorporate my first experience with entrepreneurship and add the candy store to it as well. So their love for cereal and my memories of childhood being an entrepreneur just inspired the whole thing, and it's been going great ever since.
So, Keenan and Cameron, what's your favorite part about being in business with your mom?
My mother?
Yeah.
The best part is?
The best part about being in business with my mother is she's my mother.
Working for your mother?
Working for my mother.
Word up. How about you, man? What would you say?
A little bit of the same thing, and yeah, get on us about stuff and push us.
So what do you guys serve besides the cereal? So what does Munchies offer?
So let me put this out now. I created the frat Pop Tart. Okay?
Ah,
I created it.
so hold on. Talk about the fried Pop Tart. What is that?
So I ain't gonna lie, I kind of copied off my cousin because he had created like a little Snicker. Then that's when a Pop Tart popped in my head, and I was like, let's try a fried Pop Tart.
Okay.
And we tried it one day, and everybody liked it. They said it was good.
So is that one of the better sellers right now?
Yes, it's one of our best sellers. People are kind of gravitating to it because it's different. I really don't like Pop Tarts like in general, but when he did that and put it together with ice cream, like it's definitely a hit. But we serve a lot of different stuff. Want to tell them something?
Oreos, Italian beefs, walking tacos, which are nachos, cheese and meat.
Mm-hmm.
We got novelty candy. We got milkshakes. We got the Ghost Shorty milkshake, the Reese's milkshake, the Oreo milkshake.
Hold on. I need to know what's in the Ghost Shorty milkshake. What's in that?
Okay, so you get strawberry shortcake ice cream bar, strawberry ice cream with Fruity Pebble cereal, and you get the whipped cream on top with sprinkles. You get the edible glitter, and then you can either get a choice of a candle if it's your birthday. Some people don't want the candle, some people do.
Oh my God, that sounds delicious.
It comes with a sucker.
Yeah, it comes with a sucker on the straw too.
Oh my God.
We used to decorate the cup, but due to COVID, we don't do it.
So yeah, speaking of that, what kind of adjustments have you made for COVID, Qiana? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing differently?
When we were initially supposed to open up early in 2020, but because of COVID, we had to push the dates back, so we didn't open up until August 1st. During that time here in Chicago, restaurants were open for dine-in, so we were able to experience that for a few months. But since then, when they've closed everything kind of back down, our customers aren't able to actually dine in. They can take things to go, but the experience of Munchies is like hiding when you can actually sit here at the bar, at the cereal bar. People come in with families, to create memories, even if it's for their birthday or just a regular Sunday fun day. So mainly the adjustments that we've had to make is not being able to provide indoor dining. Other than that, I think, we've been working it out.
So it sounds like you're able to get over those challenges, and you've thought them through. What besides COVID, what have been and this is generally across both of your businesses, what have been some of the major challenges that you've had to overcome?
You definitely have to be very creative to figure out how to still generate revenue, when people aren't coming outside, when the city is on lockdown, but I also think that this is definitely showing me, that I've built for this. Some people would have folded. Some people would have been like, no, that's not for me, and went back to a regular 9 to 5. But this is my passion. Entrepreneurship is my passion. I love it. I would never trade it for the world. And it's just about making adjustments. In entrepreneurship, you're going to get hit with a lot of different things. And if you're really in it and it's in your heart, it doesn't matter what comes your way, you're going to work it out and get it done.
Yeah, I'm with you 100% there. And we do talk about challenges and all those sorts of things just to show people, kind of give them a window of what could possibly happen. But on the flip side of that, what have been one of your biggest wins? Like, what's a great story that you could tell about being in business, that something that you didn't expect?
This whole thing with Munchies, I'm not gonna lie, when we first opened up, I was nervous. I'm like, oh my God, people are not gonna come. It's not what we imagined it would be, and we're just gonna fail before we get started. I did think that, but I also know, my faith is very strong, one, and I know how to, market my stuff, my businesses, and I did that. I went hard with it. I have a great PR team, a great staff in general overall between the boutique and here. So we just did it. And the day that we opened, we had a line around the corner. It didn't matter that COVID was here. People had their masks on. We were masked up here. But people came out in numbers and they supported us. And that right there was like so, it made me feel so good inside that even during the pandemic, we can do something awesome, amazing, and bring happiness to people. And I think as an entrepreneur, that's like my biggest achievement so far, is because, you know, in a regular year, during a normal year, people are failing at business. And during this big worldwide pandemic, we still was able to come out and smash it and just kill it.
You know, that just put the biggest smile on my face, because you told me when you opened this store that you just came as an idea from your childhood. The day you opened it, you had a line around the corner.
Yes,
During the pandemic. That's so amazing. I'm so excited for you. So you mentioned a few things when you was telling that story about marketing and PR. Just as a business owner, what are the top 3 things you would recommend to someone who's looking to start a business in any field?
The top 3 things I would say for any entrepreneur is, if you have an idea, plan and execute it. Even when that fear comes, you still have to go forth with it. The second thing is marketing. You have to market. You have to be in people's face. With social media, that's our best friend at this point. It's basically free advertising unless you're running ads and things like that. So you definitely have to market yourself. And the last thing I would say is push yourself. Push yourself beyond the limits that you even set for yourself, beyond the goals that you set for yourself, and it'll just come to you. You know, if you're really passionate about what you're doing, and it's not really you're chasing the money will come to you, and then you'll be successful as an entrepreneur.
Qiana, I know you touched on this a little bit earlier, but why was it important for you to involve your family in this business venture? Why does that mean so much to you?
Involving my family in this business venture is like the most important thing for me. I even have my cousin who works here. He's like, you know, like our little head chef. He runs back and forth. You know, I love family in general, and I think that having a family business is important to me, because I get to teach my children what I love to do, and they are learning that they're coming up with their own ideas and, you know, experiencing how to become bosses and young moguls, you know, right now. So even if they decided to walk away from Munchiez, they still have an entrepreneur experience. And I think that as Black people, we need to definitely push that in our culture, because we've always been taught to work a job, go to college, work for someone else, which is great. But even with that, I think that showing them how to be entrepreneurs is just basically like overwhelmingly a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes,
Sorry,
ma'am.
we got 2 customers that came in.
Hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Keep business going. That's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
You know, so what? So you mentioned that the fried Pop-Tart is the top seller, but let's see. This is my first time coming to Munchiez. I'm not from Chicago. I walk into Munchiez. What are you suggesting that I get from Munchiez?
I think all 3 of us have something different. So what would you say? I'll let him say it, and then I'll say my own, and he can say his.
First, I ask you what's your favorite? Like, if you're looking for a milkshake, I ask you what's your favorite cereal, what kind of flavor you like, and then that's when, like, I can say create it, or you can look off the menu. But my favorite is like
My favorite cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh yeah.
we got a cinnamon toast crunch shake that's a strawberry, and it's called Hit the Nene.
What's it called?
Hit the Nene.
Okay. And then what about the food? Like, what besides the cereal? What besides the shake? What food would you
You
got?
could get with food with cereal. You can get the Belgian waffle. You can get a scoop of ice cream, or you get 2 scoops. You can get chocolate covered, caramel, strawberry, whipped cream, sprinkle.
Oh my God, I'm like so hungry right now. Seriously.
Yeah, Munchiez will do that to you, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. For me, I suggest definitely our milkshakes, which is our #1 sellers. But my favorite here is fried Oreos. I'm not a really big Oreo person, but my son got me to start eating those, and we're kind of doing crazy stuff with it, kind of loading it. We're frying the Oreos and we're topping it with ice cream, whipped cream, chocolate drizzles, caramel or strawberry drizzle. And we suggest the waffle fry. You can get regular ground turkey, or you can get Italian beef meat on top of the fry. That's a big thing for me too.
You come here looking for food, so I would suggest when you coming from out of state into Munchiez, I would suggest the Italian beef, like he said, the Belgian waffle, cereal in it, and we got chicken tenders as well. And we got fried pickles. I would suggest the fried pickles, chicken tenders, and the candy.
Right. Some
When you first walk in, you walk into kitchen before you get to the cereal bar.
So wait, so is this like, can I walk in there and get like some penny candy? Like, I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but your mom might know. So I could walk in there and get some penny candy from there.
So we don't have, they don't do penny candy anymore, but we do have the little small miniature Jolly Ranchers. They used to be penny candy.
Right.
It's more like 5-cent candy now. But I definitely know what you do. We do have a lot of old school stuff.
Okay.
We have like the Nerds, we have Dots. Sometimes we have the little candy cigarettes. We have Mary Jane's, Charleston Shoes, Long Boys, all the good stuff, old school stuff. And then we have the new school stuff. So it's basically the best of both worlds. Our tagline is the place where childhood lasts forever. So adults can reminisce on their childhood with the candy and the experiences they had in candy stores, and then children can create memories here, with the new stuff or the new school candies that we offer.
I love that tagline, the place where childhood lasts forever. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So, okay, so now where are you located and how can people find you on social media?
So we're located at 1803 West 95th Street in Chicago, in the Beverly area. You can find us on social media on Instagram. Our name is Munchiez, MUNCHIEZ_store. On Facebook, it's just Munchiez. And TikTok and all that other stuff, we're the same name as well.
Yes, Qiana, Keenan, Cameron, thank you so much for taking out your time from your business to have this conversation with us. You're already successful, so I just wish you more success, and thank you for being an example of a resilient business and how you can continue to thrive even during this pandemic. Thank you so much for your time.
So thank you. We appreciate you. Have a good one.
Word up. And this for my Rolling Out family, as I always say, stay focused, positive, and productive. Peace.
Thank you.